I first got to UW, I felt super overwhelmed. I came from a high school where I was involved in everything. I did ASB, I played sports, I was a part of so many different clubs. And so I came to UW and I felt like, where is my community? How can I make this feel like home again?
I came from a high school of only 300 students, and so coming to a university with 45,000, it's really easy to get lost.
My first year was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be honest. There were a lot of challenges that I wasn't expecting. One of them was really finding my group of people.
I'm from California, so I'm an out-of-state student. Definitely one of the typifying feelings of my freshman year was loneliness.
I remember honestly like it was yesterday. Came into freshman year and I signed up for Chem 142. 700 students had already filled the seats. And I looked up into that audience and I was maybe one of 5 African Americans out of everybody present, right? I had to wrestle with the idea of, do I belong here on this campus if I'm one of 5 out of 600 other students who don't really look like me? So I really had to think about what race and equity and what it meant as me as a student of color on this campus early on.
I think of this picture that I saw one time, and it's equality, and it's all these people looking at a baseball game at a fence, and they're all standing on the same box, and they're all different heights, but some people can't see over the fence because they're shorter. And then it goes to equity, and they're like looking over the same fence, look at the baseball game, but some people have taller boxes and some people have shorter boxes, and they're all able to see over the fence. Everyone needs different things to get them to the same place.
When you talk about race and you talk about equity, you can't talk about it from a sheltered lens. You have to expose yourself to the world and understand what it really means. Diversity is about understanding and reaching across cultural bounds to lift those who are marginalized up. That's the purpose of diversity, to acknowledge that the world isn't just black and white. It's not just gay and straight. It's more than that. It's more than just this binary world that people think we live in.
It can't be solely students of color talking about racism on campus, right? It needs to be everyone, because we're just as involved on the campus community as everyone else. You might think that since you're like a STEM major, race and equity might not be relevant, but it completely is, and you'll notice it the first day of your class. Who are your classmates, right? Like, who's sitting at the table with you? Who are you working with? You'll notice the patterns of the classmates that you have. If you're uncomfortable having these kind of conversations, it's totally okay. It's something that you can work on over time. By engaging more and learning more, reading more, you might learn the importance of it too.
Once you take that first little step, I feel like things really start rolling and you find more resources because of the resource you just found, and you find all these things that are underneath. I had heard from a lot of people over and over again that to be successful at UW, you need to find your group. And so I got a job at Wahlabal Intellectual House, and through that I found a lot of other Native students, Native programs. I joined First Nations, and just really meeting a group of people that share my, background, my culture. It was really helpful.
I just want to do something to get involved. So I interviewed for this position, ended up getting an internship with the Black Student Commission, and from there on, I started to build my community.
I found friends. I joined my fraternity, Delta Lambda Phi, which is a UGC social fraternity for gay, bi, trans, and progressive men. The Q Center, which is in the hub, a queer student space. 1, it's just like comfy, they have nice couches. But 2, it's chock full of resources that once I learned were there, I couldn't stop taking advantage of.
You have all the resources of such a big school, but you can make your community smaller. And one of the cool programs that I got involved in was UW Leaders as a freshman. That program gave me community, it gave me resources and support to figure out what this thing called leadership was on campus. I also decided to get involved in this pre-health club called MAPS, Minority Association of Pre-Health Students, which again, those 2 big themes, community and resources, I got that from that pre-health club. That allowed me to feel like I wasn't just one of 5 African Americans pursuing this whole pre-med track.
I'm a proud Muslim student, I'm a proud Pakistani American student, and I'm a proud son of immigrants. And I really want that to echo in everything that I do, everything that I am, alongside being student body president. I think intersectionality is really important in defining who you are as a person. You're not defined by one single characteristic. I think one of the main resources that really helped me grow as an individual was the ASUW, or the Associated Students of the University of Washington. Washington. There are over 20 different entities and commissions with different diversity commissions, such as Middle Eastern Student Commission, Black Student Commission, Asian Student Commission.
The Samuel E. Kelly Ethnic Cultural Center has been a monument of my college experience. So many things I've been involved in have been housed in the ECC. You get to work with the Office of Minority Affairs and Diversity, you get to work with student leaders, and you get to tackle real issues on campus, real racial equity issues, and give your opinion, give solutions, and figure out how we can make this campus better for all students.
We're at one of the most incredible universities in the entire world, and it's because of our innovation, it's because of our willingness to collaborate and work together to achieve something. So recognize that when you do come here, you're here for a purpose, and it's not just for yourself, it's bigger than that.
It's about taking charge of that education and not only educating yourself, but learning something. I think those things are two very different things, because you go to college and you're like, oh, I got my degree. Check, I'm done, I'm educated. But did you learn anything? Not really if you're just there. You have to go find things to learn.
I think the biggest part of being a member of this university, especially as a freshman, is you have the opportunities and you have the ability to find out what you really want to do. And I think seizing those opportunities is really what helped me get to where I am today.
You're never too cool to be involved, and being involved is how you grow as a person. That's how you grow at UW, and at the end of the day, it's the people that you meet here at UW and that you grow with that will matter when you leave here. And so continue to always build your community, build your resource, your network, and invest in the people around you.